Hi guys, Andy here. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ futures. Today is Tuesday, January 9th. Time is around 9 p.m. GMT. So yesterday I told you I was a bit troubled about the NASDAQ and its structure. So I had a good look at the charts to come up with a better Elliott Wave count. And so now let's unfold the Nasdaq starting in the higher time frame. So here we are looking at the weekly chart, and my take on the Nasdaq is that we made a wave 1 high right here. We came down as a wave 2, so wave 1 and wave 2 in the higher degree. And so now that means that we probably started a wave 3 in the higher degree, the structure you see from here. I will in a minute discuss this bullish scenario in more detail. I first want to share with you a bearish scenario, a scenario that is possible from an Elliott Wave point of view, but I don't take it as my primary scenario, because we have a higher high, higher low sequence here in the Nasdaq in the higher time frame. So in my opinion, it makes more sense to put our attention to bullish scenarios. But what could play out in the bearish scenario is that this wave 2 here in the lower degree, the wave 2 in green, is not in yet, and that we make this wave 2 somewhere here after doing an expanded flat structure. So that would mean that we have our wave A down here, then an overshooting wave B, and then what would follow is a wave C down. In order to have a wave B, we have to stay into this area. If we go beyond this level here, which is the, let's take the Fibonacci tool, which is the 1.236 Fib extension, then this is unlikely to be an overshooting wave B. So that would be possible 3 waves from here, 1, 2, 3. If we look at the daily chart, as you can see here, we are ending strong, so that indicates a new cycle from the low right here. So therefore we can count this as 3, A, B, C. So therefore the bullish scenario would, the bearish scenario would actually fit. Initially I thought we had 5 waves from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the weekly, that would make sense. We have divergence right here, but the other indices are ending very strong here without divergence. And on the daily, we also see that the Nasdaq is not showing any divergence. It is a strong ending. So therefore, a scenario I had some days and weeks ago with this as 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is now off my chart. I do not longer believe in this scenario. So in the weekly, this bearish scenario would be possible, but I like to concentrate on bullish scenarios because of the higher high, higher low sequence here in the NASDAQ. And this is what we will look at now. So then if we go to the daily, like I said, we are ending strong right here. So this indicates the beginning of a new cycle. And actually there are 2 interpretations. First, this here is our wave 1, then a wave 2 down. And that would mean that we are now working on this wave 3. It could be that it plays out, that would be very bullish actually, that it plays out like this, so that we have like a wave 3 that goes to the 1.618 Fib extension, and then we would need 5 subwaves as indicated right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or it could also be here we already have an impulse that this here is actually our wave 3, so that we have a shorter wave 3 than we should expect in Elliott wave, but from time to time this happens. For instance, in a leading diagonal, as it is shown here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then our wave 5 cannot be longer than our wave 3, because wave 3 cannot be the shortest. So that's definitely also a possibility. For now, we just know that we have an impulse right here, and this impulse can either be the wave 3, as I show it here right now, or in the very bullish case, this can just be the wave 1 of the wave 3. Then we need another wave 2, 3, 4, 5 up to make this wave 3. So at this very moment, with the data we have now, unfortunately, I'm not able to say or to tell you, or wave 3 is located here, or this is only the wave 1 of the wave 3. For now, we just know that this here is an impulse. Then, if we go to the 4-hour, there are two possibilities in my opinion. So now I show this as a wave 1, or here this wave 1, but remember this can also be the wave 3, like I just explained you in the daily. For now, unfortunately, we do not know this. Okay, if we then analyze the 4-hour chart, then I think there are two possibilities. Like, the first possibility, as shown in green, the primary scenario, would be what I would call like what you would expect in an Elliott wave, like the basic structure: a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And then we end right here as a wave 1. And then from here, from the high right here, it means we need a correction. So then this can be our wave 2 correction, for instance, as an A, B, C, as it is shown here. So if we have a wave 2 correction from the high right here, then we know that our target area is the area between the 0.5 and the 0.854 FIB retracement. Now, I explained you in the daily that this here can also be our wave 3. And then if this is our wave 3, then the pullback can still happen as an A, B, C, of course. It can also be a more complex structure, but for now it looks like an A, B, C. And that would mean that we are doing a wave 4 correction. And then the correction is supposed to be more shallow. Then we would not go to this area right here, but to the, if we take again the Fibonacci tool, I will put it now on the chart, then a wave 4 is supposed to go here between the 0.146 FIB retracement and the 0.618 FIB retracement. So as you can see, we already went, if this is a wave 3, we already went into the wave 4 area. So that could mean, although we do not have a clear corrective structure as an ABC, like the typical corrective structure that we would expect in Elliott wave, it could be in some way that the correction is already in, as we have been in our wave 4 area. And this is actually what is shown in the scenario in red, and that would be kind of a trap, I would say, in the sense that we would expect a clear 1, 2, 3 correction, A, B, C correction. But in my opinion, there is also a possibility, as shown in red, that our high, or wave 1 high, or wave 3 high was made right here, because we are seeing a high with divergence here compared to our earlier waves, and that would mean that we have an expanded flat correction here as a wave 4, or even as a wave 2 in the very bullish case. So then from the high right here, this would be our wave A down, wave B up, and then wave C down right here. So if we look at this in the 1 hour, so here we are a bit troubled. What we know for sure is from the high right here, we have an impulse down. But in the two scenarios I'm showing right here, that could mean that the impulse down right here is the C wave of this expanded flat, A, B, C. So that would be like the trap, I would say. That would mean that the correction can be over right here and that we should higher, while everybody is expecting an A, B, C down, a clear corrective three waves structure. And in this clear corrective three waves structure, then this here would be our wave A, as shown in green. Then we are now doing the wave B. Let's put the wave B area on the chart. Let's take the Fibonacci tool. So if we take the length of our wave A, then we know that our wave B should go here into the area between the 0.5 and the 0.854 Fib retracement. So we are now in this area. So this could mean that our wave B will be finished soon somewhere here, although on the lower time frame there are alternatives, like you can do the double 1, 2, 3 like this, although this is already a corrective move, like 1, 2, 3 like this. So therefore we have to analyze the lower time frame. And so then if we go to the 15-minute, yeah, actually not much more information here on the 15-minute. I just showed you the scenarios, like if the low is in here, be it our wave 2 low or be it our wave 4 low, then this here can be the start of a new impulse with a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it can still be or wave B that we are seeing here, and then a wave C should follow. So complicated situation, I would say. And so normally in this kind of situations, what I do is I look at other indices to have clues, like they can provide you with clues. They don't print exactly the same structures, but they give you, or they are moving in a similar direction as in the NASDAQ. But if you follow my analysis on the DAX and the Dow Jones, for instance, then yeah, you should know that we also have some problems there in the lower time frame. We are also dealing like with two equally valid scenarios there. And yeah, this might be due to some economic release we will have on Thursday, I believe, the inflation rate data. From my experience, like if we go towards such a data release, we are very often in a situation that we can go both ways, or that we are seeing two equally valid scenarios. And unfortunately, I think for the NASDAQ and also the other indices, this is the case right now. So in conclusion, in the lower time frame here in the NASDAQ, the primary expectation would be that we finished or impulse right here, be it a wave 1 of a wave 3, and then we are doing a wave 2 correction as an A, B, C. It can also be the wave 3 impulse that finished here, and then we are doing a more shallow retracement as a wave 4. And we have to consider here some kind of trap where the wave 1 or the wave 3 was in right here, and that we have an expanded flood structure here, A, B, C, and that our correction is actually already over. Okay, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this analysis, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work, and I see you one of the next days for another video on the NASDAQ. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.